My dad was born in Berlin, Germany. He grew up, he saw Hitler in a parade, you know. Um, when he came to the United States, he turned everything around, you know. He was successful, the American dream and shit. Now, when he raised me up, all of us, the one thing that he wanted us to all, the most important thing that he wanted to relay to us as a lesson in life was never again, never again, never again. But now it's happening right now, right before our eyes. These calls for segregation, that's the same thing that happened in Nazi Germany. It's the same thing the way my father described it to me. He said that everybody on the news, they convinced everybody, you know, slowly over many years about how bad the Jews were. He actually changed everybody's opinion to actually get them to hate Jews and look away when they could then, you know, take them off and gas them. It's happening right now. But the thing is, it's not quite the same thing here. It's not really happening. What's really going on is they're telling you that that's happening. But the people that are telling you this have got ulterior motives. Black Lives Matter is just a political wing of the Democratic Party. When you donate to Black Lives Matter, the money goes to the Democratic Party. So they're just like the Nazi Party, as far as I'm concerned, as far as trying to convince everybody of a lie and using it to gain power. That's all it's about, is power. The problem is, in this case, that those guys are being lied to as well. Everybody's being manipulated. Everybody's being made a pawn. It goes to the top of this pyramid. The very top is, you know, the guys that own the world, George Soros, Bill Gates, those guys, they give directives down the chain. And in the United States, they're like 3 levels down. The Democratic Party is being used to implement those guys' desires. So we have to get a handle on really what's going on. Never again, please. Please, everybody, I want everybody to try to realize what I'm saying here. I'm not a racist. I don't want there to be racists anymore. I don't want our country to be lost. But somebody has to point out what's really going on here. The calls for segregation, that is racist. But who's really doing that? You know, who's really doing these calls for segregation? It isn't really BLM. It's Antifa. Those guys are white. Most of the Antifa guys are all white. Did you ever wonder about that? Did you ever wonder why the smash and grab guys are all white? Those guys aren't, they don't care about Black Lives Matter. They really don't. They only care about, those are have-nots. This is their time. They want to rise up and destroy the United States, and then they can smash and grab and take anything they want and build up their power. Because we yielded, we took a knee, and we're bowing. That's a sign of weakness, and you never ever show signs of weakness to your enemy. You never go to your enemy and say, "Oh yeah, you're right." No, you don't do that. You got to be strong. You got to resist all the bullshit you're being told. The only way to do that is to try to get the right information. And you're not going to do that by watching the news. That's the problem. I'm watching the news all morning long. Joy Behar, man, God, I hate her so bad. She's like the worst of all the news people. She's the worst. And the mayors of these Democratic cities, the governors, they're all behind it. They're building up this narrative higher and higher and deeper, and the people have actually bought it. They actually believed it, just like Nazi Germany. So I made a bunch of videos yesterday. I made a video today talking about it, where I kind of went crazy. I'm going to try to be more calm and try to express myself like this, from a point of reasonability. Try to be reasonable. Look at some of my links below and try to expand your base of knowledge. Because if you just listen to the news, the problem is the news it's a coordinated effort. All the news stations except for Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingram and those guys. Some of the Fox guys are the only people that even are trying to tell the truth. All right, I'm sorry. It's the 11th of June, 2020. Marty Warner from Livonia, Michigan. Don't let this happen, please. It's probably already too late at this point, and it's gotten this far because we've let it get this far. Just like the people in Nazi Germany let it get that far. Now you saw what happened with people in Germany, how bad they suffered. People in Germany suffered for years. It was horrible after World War II. It was horrible in Germany. My dad went there after the war. He was there for a couple years after the war, and it was the worst disaster ever. The people in Germany suffered immensely, starvation, and it was horrible for those guys. Is that what we really want for the United States?